which is a real bummer.
All right, we're
Really
recording
sad.
now.
I had something other than my cell phone, then I would use my webcam.
We are recording.
All right, so where we left off is you guys just defeated the dreaded Fey Hydra, and even though it tried to run, you hunted it down and slaughtered it mercilessly, leading to a multi-day party with the Harrigan brand of Alagon, the Tollway Bandit, and a whole bunch of crafting and whatnot. So that's where we will begin.
Okay,
I originally asked that if you guys had any crafting ideas or anything like that to contact me. Nobody did.
Yeah, I just wanted
except
the
for
supplies.
I mean, the only thing I'd craft would be like beer, but I can just do that normally anyways, I think.
Hi.
So, hello.
Hi. I
Who
came
here?
to say hi. I probably won't be in call today because I'm playing with a friend on WoW. I'm on Classic.
The World of Warcraft.
Yarr.
All right,
Oh,
so
what?
are we heading back to the campsite? The big ass tree now that the Hydra is dead?
Yes, you guys are there. This is just going to be kind of like a quick process. So if there's anything anybody would like to roll to craft or anything they like to construct, this would be the time to do it.
Oh, basically, I just want. I got exploded a bunch, so I just wanted new clothes made out of the Hydra shit. I want them to basically be my old clothes. I want them to look like how my picture looks, but Hydra
made
skin.
out of Hydra.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna do something kind of similar, just to, like improve my armor or something.
If you remember correctly, you already used Hydra leather. Oh no, you did. You used Hunter leather. Those strange little creatures, and it gave you a poison resistance to your armor.
Okay, so I'll just keep on to the Hydra.
The Hydra flesh, it doesn't have any like real density to it. Like if you remember fighting it, like it wasn't really hard to cut through or anything. It was more of just movement and dexterity based armor. But what we can do is if anybody wants to roll with advantage because of the help of the Harrigans, we can do some harvesting. So who would like to man that roll?
I thought we already harvested this.
This is something different.
Okay. So what would we be rolling? Survival then? Or just a general like thing?
Survival. With advantage because of the Harrigans.
Alright, who's got advantage profession? Who got
I
proficiency in survival?
I got proficiency in survival, got +4.
Alright, you roll with advantage then.
Ugh. Oh, never mind. 21.
21, nice. You guys have 21 pounds of Hydra flesh jerky. It takes a few days to make, but you constantly, while you guys are working and living with the Harrigan band, you notice this sort of like oily octopus sort of like aroma coming from these drying racks. Somebody can bag that, or you guys can trade it around. But mechanically, it does +2 AC for 1 hour.
Oh damn!
Damn, that's nice.
If you have more than 4 pieces in a day, you have to make a con check, and you can become poisoned by it.
That's kind of nice.
Damn,
yeah, okay, I'll just keep in general some like Hydra scales on me, just for like later use then. If that's alright.
And the I'm gonna say one of the bunnies. We'll call him Alphonse, since I did not write down any of the bunnies' names originally, because I am a terrible GM. He does tell you that it is dangerous to consume too much of this in one day. So it is a very, very decent size check.
All right.
You also get, if anybody would like it, there is, you watch as the Harrigans are harvesting Hydra blood, their fangs, and the head's eyes from the dismembered, stalked-like heads that separated from the body.
Is there any way that I can get a couple of fangs?
Yes. You can either make a survival to try to harvest them yourself, or you can make a charisma check to see if you can barter for them, or persuasion.
I'm gonna do persuasion on this one.
Okay. So you walk up to a bunny boy.
You hop up to a bunny boy.
Hello,
So,
bunny.
how many teeth are you gonna be pulling from this thing?
Well, you know, a lot of the things they tend to break if you're not careful, but looking at the amount of heads that were able to be produced, I'd say a decent amount.
Is there any way that I can get
Maybe
2 or 3 of them?
yeah, I'd say that'd be possible. What's your persuasion check?
Let me roll that real quick.
And they'd give you something for free, did you? Come on now.
Oh, of course not. I'm sorry, I gotta bring up my character. I forgot to.
I'm an evil bastard.
Yes, that you are.
Roller, 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 roller.
That's alright. I should have a high persuasion. Persuasion is +5, 21.
Nice. All right. Out of the close to 30 fangs that they harvest, they are willing to give you 13.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'll take it.
Well, I mean, it was because you guys, slayed the beast. I mean, we did a lot of the dying, but, it's nice that your entire party made it through.
Well, fleet does the flying and infantry does the dying.
Jesus Christ.
Sentry, the entire time you're in the camp, people almost treat you with a sense of reverence because of the spectacle you put on during that battle. Literally turning yourself into a 0.0 explosion point.
More than once.
You cared not for your own safety, so they've kind of awed themselves. And you watch as some of them even start crafting masks that resemble your own face. Algon sees this and he kind of gets a little perturbed by their hero worship, but then he also kind of shrugs and goes about trying to bed Ophelia.
Wait, who?
Can't really. Algon, the blue-scarfed leader of the bunny tribe. Can't really blame him. I mean, you're hot.
Bunnies
So,
do be fucking.
True.
The Hydra fangs, though, if you guys want to divide them up or not, they can either be used to craft +2 arrowheads or +2 daggers. Throwing daggers.
I was gonna use them to make daggers and hand them out to each person, to everybody.
Well, the bunnies are able to help you craft them, so consider them crafted. So they are +2 daggers.
Tight. Is Hydra blood beer a thing?
I mean,
It can be.
I guess it'd be more of a brandy, wouldn't it?
Probably.
I mean, substituted for
it'd be like Jaeger, which is based off deer blood. So.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I mean,
So yeah, it'd be more of a Jaeger. Oddly enough, as it's being brewed because what was it? Sentry. You have the brewing talent, don't you?
Yeah.
I do too.
Roger.
That's right. You
taught
and
Roger.
Pai Mei. You and Pai Mei and Roger all get together and come up with a really nice
Roger
recipe.
Rabbit.
That it comes up with sort of like almost like a cinnamon peppermint kind of flavor to it.
Nice.
Okay.
You know, like a spicy peppermint kind of thing.
Nice.
Like Jaeger meets Fireball. But as he drinks some of it, you watch as his eyes slowly glow blue just a little bit, and he goes, "I think I can breathe underwater." He walks over and shoves his entire head in a bucket, comes back and goes, "We made ourselves a water breathing potion."
Nice.
Nice.
Trying to figure
So
out how
you
to
guys,
add
Oh,
custom
the
things.
inefficiency of lungs.
The inefficiency of lungs.
You click on manage inventory. Can you just add a custom item?
You should
Oh,
be
yeah.
able to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You don't have to do a custom
There's
one.
a
Just type in
+2
dagger and they'll be
dagger
+2.
already.
No, I'm talking about the brew.
Oh.
There's
I
like
would say
other
you have.
positions that you can type in.
Well,
I would
let's
say
look
you develop 13 uses of water breathing potion.
You develop alcoholism.
I can see that happening.
Now, this is an alcohol, so if you drink it too many times in a day, that is a con check. However, it will not lead to poisoning, but it will lead to drunkenness.
Okay.
I'm drunk, guys.
Yeah, how many pounds of like, or what do we get out of like the Hydra like scales? How much do we get of it?
Well, hydras don't really have scales. They have
Is it hide?
it's like yeah, it's like an oily textured hide that's being like dried and fleshed out into jerky and other things like that. It's very snakish.
Should we just say we divvy up the water breathing potions between everybody?
Alright, so.
But there's a lot of it. I mean, like
It
that's
seems
what I
a
was
lot.
asking if you guys want to make like clothes or capes or anything like that.
Lucas, I have a
Oh
question.
yeah, like maybe like a cape would be nice.
Lucas, I have a question. Would one of those fangs be considered a sword for a Cyndal?
Oh, that would be cool.
One could be carved, yes. One of the
Okay.
larger fangs from the main body,
Okay, I'm
or
gonna
from the
ask.
main head, could be worked. Do you have any type of crafting ability when it comes to swords, kind of thing?
Well, if I'm shaping it down, I would say that I would have at least some kind of proficiency in sharpening a blade and forming it.
So, are you trying to bullshit the mechanics and the GM at the same time here?
Yes, I am.
All right.
Naughty.
Give me a straight D20 check. Straight D20 roll.
Okay. 18.
Okay. It's crude, but it's passing.
All right.
It resembles more of a it resembles more of a like a jagged saw blade than a smooth blade sword. But it definitely would do damage.
Would it still be a +2?
Yeah.
Okay. So give Cyndal
it's just +2 to damage, by the way. Those are not to hits and damage.
All right, can I get a Hydra cloak then?
Yeah. Do you have does anybody have sewing?
I believe I was like working on like leather crafting with one of those bunnies.
Yeah, and then you boned her.
I did bone the bunny. Yes, I did.
Go ahead and make a crafting check with advantage because of your association with Lola Bunny there.
Lola Bunny.
Why not?
Okay.
We're just leaning into it now.
Alright, let's get so what do we roll exactly here?
Yo, does
Uh,
that mean we're bunny fuckers at this point?
I mean,
that's
all
there's
of
just
been
me.
y'all
some bunny
are.
fucking going on, yeah.
All of y'all are if you're getting down with the fuzzy.
And the motherfuckers getting down with the fuzzy.
I'm too old to
me
have fun sex.
me eventually
My
is
my
I'm
character
going,
doesn't have genitals, so you know.
me
Okay,
eventually
I
DM,
mean,
I'm gonna be the
Ophelia. Go ahead.
I said
DM, how do
me
I roll the crafting check?
What was that
What?
again,
said,
too?
I said me I'm eventually gonna be the squirrel fucker, but that's
There
beside
you
the
go.
point.
Give her finder.
I'll find her again.
But no, Ophelia. One of the bunnies has been making a lot of persuasion attempts against you. It's up to you
Oh,
if you accept his prowess, but he is
Advances.
the leader
what's
of the
his
pack. So.
persuasion and how hot is he?
I mean, for a Harrigan, he's pretty hot. He's got a lot of smooth features, gentle eyes, soft paws. He basically tries to wine and dine you. He pulls out like these custom glazed frogs that are really delicate tasting with like just the right sense of herbs and things like that.
And these dudes are Donald Duck in it, so you could definitely see how thick his dong is.
No, no. You're
No,
kidding.
they
He's
have
just like hiding it
plans.
under all
They
that
have
fluff.
they have
It's like
pants.
spreading
That's a
curtains.
lot of fluff.
They got
Oh my
pants.
god.
I don't know
Well,
why you're
Well,
hanging it down the butt.
does he have
until
cool
my
shit?
clothes until my clothes are done, I'm Donald Duck.
Does he look like he has cool shit on him?
Oh, he's the leader. Yeah, he's got a magical scarf. He's got different
Hey, you should be
accoutrements
down
and
with that.
items.
Do you want some free shit?
She's just gonna rob him.
Yeah,
You don't even have to
basically.
rob him. You can just give it to him good, and he'll just give it away.
Yeah, I mean, her performance is like plus 11, I think.
Damn.
That's a possibility. He might be able to be charmed. He is pretty happy right now and getting drunk on Hydra blood.
Yeah, her perform. Never mind, her performance a plus 10, but plus 10s can be anything, you know.
But real quick, let's go back to Horakos. Go ahead and make me a crafting check.
Yes, so how do I do that? Hello?
You do you have a crafting skill?
I do not.
Okay,
I was
then
just practicing.
then you're just going to use Dex with no proficiency, but you do have advantage.
Just straight up Dex?
Yep.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, so everybody is
Okay,
gonna
16.
everybody
19.
is gonna get 2+2 daggers.
Oh, two? Damn,
Uh,
alright.
19.
Cyndal is gonna get a +2 short sword and a +2 dagger.
Ooh, +2 daggers. Let's go.
So make sure you guys add that to your inventory.
We get 2 of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Might want to make you might want to make a note so that Cyndal's aware of it.
Oh, I've already made that note.
Okay.
It looks like they're simple weapons too, so you don't have to be like
Yep, they
some
are.
kind of weird douchebag to use them.
Yep, they are simple
But
weapons.
they're only +2 to damage.
Ah.
Yes, only +2 to damage, not to your rolls.
But they can also be used for arrowheads.
It's weird,
Okay.
yeah. I just went into dagger +2. It's like blue.
Yeah, that's
It almost
because
makes it
it's
look
a
like
rare
it's +2
weapon.
to the hit, or maybe it's because I have a finesse or I don't know, proficiency or something. I don't know. It says you have a +2 bonus to attack and damage on them, so maybe I grabbed the wrong one.
No, it's the only one that's there. You didn't.
Okay.
So you just don't add the +2.
Oh,
that
I mean it's
roll.
gonna do it automatically. What is it
Yeah,
to
you
subtract
just
through, I
minus it
guess?
by 2.
Okay.
It's simple.
Alrighty. And let's see. What do we get? What do we make exactly out of 19?
I did some rolls and
Oh, you
I'm
can
coming
customize
across
them.
something.
You can subtract the +2 on it to, you know what I mean, to hit.
How do
Press
you
the
do
customize
that?
button. Yeah,
Oh,
you go
the
to
customize
press
button. There it is.
customize.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can like subtract the to hit bonus.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna wait then.
As you finish crafting this cloak with the help of Lola, you notice the fine shimmer of its scale of the flesh work, overlaid on top of a base, sort of like soft under leather, right? You place it on, and you can feel the gentle essence of something inside of it.
Ooh.
After a few hours pass of you resting and talking and just basically existing, the knowledge of this item flows into your mind. You realize that you have crafted a semi-magical item. This cloak has the ability to cast blur on yourself. However, if
That's not
struck by an opponent, the spell ends. It has three charges a day.
3 charges a day. Okay. God, what do I even put in then? Like.
Just do a cloak and then add the custom effect of the spell blur.
Okay.
Because it's not going to give you an increased AC or anything like that.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. So I can just add a common cloak or whatever, and then just add the effect.
Yep, which is 3 charges and use of the spell blur.
All right.
However, once you are hit, it dissipates. So it's kind of like blur. The actual spell is a full 1 minute of concentration. You can reapply it over and over again. This is more like a displacer cloak with a modification.
Okay.
Last but not least, device. Are you proficient in Arcana?
I am, as a matter of fact. I was raised by a wizard.
So you are. Go ahead and make me an Arcana check, please.
Okay.
14. All right. As they are harvesting these pieces of the Hydra, you look over at one of the heads and you remember the strange effect the eyes had on you. The movement, the chaos. And you get the feeling that this could be used properly to create something.
Okay. So it's like hypnotic?
Yes.
Okay. Shit. What would I make out of that?
I'm still trying to figure out how to add an effect to an item.
Yeah, you just click the customize. I'm not sure how to add like cool spells and stuff, but I had a pretty easy time with the dagger.
It's supposed to be a custom item?
You can just like customize items. Do you know what I mean? You can like add and subtract shit onto them.
Well, yeah, but I'm trying to
these
figure
are custom items.
Oh.
Yeah, we know that, but well, like on D&D Beyond, how would we like add like the blur and like whatever?
I
mean, we can figure that out later, or whatever. Or maybe I'll just look it up now while we're gonna do your thing.
So I would either make some sort of like necklace or brooch kind of thing, or
the eyes are very large. They're about 2.5 by 3 feet.
Some big old eyes.
Yeah, that's a fucking. I don't know what the fuck I'd do with that shit.
Those are
you can do like Flavor
Flav. Fucking hypnotic volleyball.
You can augment them. You can try to craft them down. It's just looking at this eye gives you the sort of inspiration that this could be a component to make something.
Okay, I'm gonna take that eye.
Now, if you would like to try and harvest them, I'll give you advantage because of the use of the bunnies. Or if you want to try to talk to Ophelia into doing it for you. Oh no, you did it. Hey, that's some good rolls. You are able to harvest 4 of them. Because what it is, as you begin working on them, whoa, what happened? Can you guys hear me? Oh, okay, that was weird.
Yeah, I can hear.
But my whole system froze up. But as you begin trying to harvest them out of several of the heads, very easily they are ruptured, and you watch as almost like a prismatic liquid comes spilling out of the interior of the eye. So as you harvest these 4 orbs, you get the feeling that it's more of the substance inside that could be used as the magical component.
Okay. So is that something maybe I can like cure my tabard in that and it will gain a special effect or something?
Would you like to try?
Yes. This time I believe I will rely on the kindness of strangers.
Is anybody else proficient with Arcana? That's the word.
Devices,
No.
isn't he?
I am, and if it runs off of Arcana, I can do it. But my Arcana is not great, even though I'm proficient in it.
I got +1.
My Arcana is +4.
There you go.
Yeah, I think that's what mine is as well.
So you could ask Ophelia for help.
Yeah, maybe she can help me and we get some advantage going.
As you look around, trying to puzzle this out, you see Ophelia being hit on by Algon, the leader of the bunny tribe.
Reggie?
He's like, they're made of.
You walk
different...
over. He's
Yeah.
showing off his scarf. He's just like this. This is what gives me most of my speed, my ability to run and jump and to move stealthily about the battlefield.
I walk over and I'm like, mermaids are cannibalistic. Can you help me with this eye juice?
What?
He walks over and he looks at the bunny and he's like, mermaids are cannibalistic. And then he turns and he looks at you and he goes, will you help me with this eye juice, please?
Don't.
Well,
Is he saying
besides that,
what?
Hold on a second. First of all, I'm not. Second of all, as yeah, I can help.
As you guys walk away, Ophelia, make a perception check, please.
Hey,
if I notice this, I just giggle to myself.
What was the main Harrigan's name again?
19.
Agadon.
What?
Agadon Longscroft. Agadon.
Peter Cottontail.
Sure. 19. You, Ophelia, you hear as he walks away, Agon's mumbling to himself, and he's just like, might be worth the risk.
She just kind of like, once they're
listen, man, I'm just saying,
him,
informed consent is important.
Okay, first of all, that just because I wasn't gonna eat him, maybe a little bit, but that's not the point.
Hey,
No, cannibalism implies that you eat other mermaids.
Cannibalism is where you eat members of
Okay,
your own
I
species.
don't eat other mermaids. Okay, I don't eat other mermaids. I eat other species. Therefore,
Then it's
I'm not a cannibal.
cannibalism.
Exactly. So why are you going around telling people I'm a cannibal?
I thought you were a
That's
siren.
something for me to say, not you. You have
If
no
I
right.
ate Ophelia,
And also, it's kind of
I would
racist
not
because
be a
mermaids.
cannibal. I would be just eating another race. If I ate
No.
another dragonborn,
Hold on.
that would be cannibalism.
Hold on a second.
What?
When you were hella racist back there,
What?
mermaids aren't the ones that are fucking cannibals.
No. I'm not saying
Yeah,
that.
you did shit. I'm a siren. Do I look like I'm a little bitch? No, I don't think so.
Oh, you're
I
talking
look
to.
like I can tear someone's face off. Therefore,
you're
I'm a
talking to the
siren.
other one.
Stop being fucking racist and open up your eyes, you dibshit.
Yeah.
I do
Hold
not
on.
have eyes.
Second of all,
Are
what
you
is this?
yelling at?
What is
Hold on. Are
this?
you
What is
yelling
this
at
tear juice
Uzuki
that
or are
you
you
want me to
yelling at
help out
No,
Device?
with?
she's yelling at me.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I can just imagine Uzuki just getting berated as he's just sitting there trying to enjoy a glass.
Wait.
You know?
I was trying to agree with you. Why are you? No. She wasn't yelling at me. She was yelling at the guy who doesn't understand racism.
Exactly.
I do not have flesh. You're all foreign to me.
Now
I
that's a
do not
racist.
understand concept of racism. Mr. Roboto no understando.
Anyway, what is this thing you wanted to show me about juice?
I show her a pile of eyeballs.
Delicious.
Yummy.
Actually,
Okay,
Ophelia,
let's go.
make a investigation check.
Investigation. 22.
There is something rancid about these eyeballs. As you like lean in to like look and sniff at them, there's almost like it's almost like a sense of toxicity. If that makes sense.
In our city. In our city.
Okay, this
in the
is
world?
toxic.
Disorder.
Yes, I.
And not the
I,
type not the kind that you can kind of get away with if you boil it enough. It's this kind that's like rancid, you know?
I do not have flesh.
Bro, we've already established that.
Toxins seep into flesh, and they cause rancidity. I do not have flesh, so this will not harm me.
Does not
Well, what if it clogs your gears?
Perhaps it will.
Mold?
Perhaps it will melt
Or
the custard.
perhaps maybe it creates mold. What if you get all moldy inside of your fucking skeleton?
I'm just gonna point out the fact that Device, Sentry, you want to like sort of permeate your tabard, correct?
Yeah, that's the idea. Is I just want to take whatever the like Hydra shit, like flesh, and I just want to like cure it in this eyeball gun. If that makes sense.
Talking to her or me?
I guess both of you. I guess I'm explaining it to her as I'm telling you, since you asked the question.
No, I was clarifying that is your intent so that she stops assuming you're going to wear it.
Correct. So I tell her, yes, my plan is to hide from this Hydra in the juice of the eye in such a way as to make my tabard. And then I stare at her, and in a very human voice, but it kind of sounds almost speakery. He says, "Hypnotic."
Creepy.
Ophelia, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Mhm.
I will assist her in this.
No, this is something she has to sort of dive into. Why is my phone overheating? Doesn't normally
Natural
overheat.
20.
Natural 20.
Nice. As he talks about this, you know that there is a way of like permeating certain elements into clothes, especially with use of like underwater effects and things like that when it comes to like using oils and other types of crafting. Looking at the fluid, you know that if you take it and you just kind of distill it down, just kind of boil it into a low pressure. You look around and you can even see the distillery over there, and that's a pretty good way to do it. You could probably boil these 4 eyeballs into a concentrated element to soak and then seal the tabard inside of what could possibly close to a high pressure state to sort of like saturate and permeate the fabric.
Yeah, so what God said.
Excellent.
So, working
You know what
together
he
over a
said?
period of about 3 days, utilizing the bunny's use of the distilleries and the eyeball juice, go ahead and you both make me 2 Arcana checks.
2 Arcana checks?
Yep, just back to back.
14, 17.
Okay.
16, 15.
Okay.
Hey, we covered our bases. 14, 15, 16, 17.
It's difficult. There is some missteps and whatnot, but by the end of this period, this downtime period, as you guys crack open this case and sort of like let the remaining fluids and steam and pressure kind of evaporate and drain out, there inside is your tabard, interwoven. The fabric now permeated and stained by this almost like shimmering, almost like a shimmering rainbow effect.
It is
Ooh,
beautiful.
Um, if you wear it for a short period of time, the knowledge of the item comes to you. And what this is your tabard now has 1 charge per day, where it activates the effect of uh, 1 second, I gotta open it. The confusing gaze. But I'm going to
Confusing gaze.
That's how they've always been to me.
I never
Beer
understood
goggles
them gays.
personified.
try and make this easy for you, so I'm going to see if I can just find a place where I can. Nope, that didn't work. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do this.
I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this.
When I do this, you do this. My apologies. Take me 1 second. I was not expecting you to make a cloak out of this.
Oh no, I found a cloak of displacement. It's essentially the same thing as what you described, so I just put it in there.
Kind of, yeah. Just the effect is it doesn't create a secondary illusion.
Yeah, but it just makes me blurry, so it has the same thing. Disadvantage on attacks.
No, you're probably right. It is probably the same thing. Probably just called it that.
Yeah, let's just say it's a cloak of displacement made out of Hydra flesh. That has free charges. I added that into the note section.
Okay, so I sent that to you. Did you get it?
Did you? Where'd you send it?
Private message.
No, I do not
Device.
see it. Oh, to device. Oh, never mind.
Device. Did I lose him?
He's dead.
He did.
He got no bread. Also, do I get any more XP into leather crafting by any chance with this?
Sorry, if I ever go mysteriously quiet, it's because I'm peeing.
Good man.
Understandable.
Bottle, I understand.
We are streaming.
For real.
Literally now. I would say you're about
Okay.
half trained with leatherworking. So if you
I
wanted
did
to
get
do
it.
some type of leatherworking on your own, you could do it with disadvantage.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna spend the time,
Each
practicing.
time would add towards your training, though.
Okay, yeah.
Oh shit! It's
I'm half.
it's the Umber Hulk ability. Oh fuck!
One charge.
Ever or a day?
Oh, a day.
Okay, I'll have half proficiency with leatherworking.
That's bananas. Sweet, thank you, sir.
Also, by the time, since we're here in the bunny camp, can I also work out? Get the muscles pumping?
Yeah.
To get the athletics proficiency at some point as well, maybe?
Yeah. Just so you know, the distance for your tabard is only 15 feet.
Okay.
But the save is the same, the effect is the same. Ignore tunneler and all that. But what it is that it is a concentration.
Okay.
So each basically if you get hit and you can't make the con check for it, which is either 10 or half the damage of the ratio you took, it drops. That way it's not just a continual effect.
Sick.
All right, Ophelia.
Yes.
Since you are now, are you planning on fleecing my bunny boy?
Let me roll this. Hold on.
Roll for fleece.
One of the things he's going to explain is he's kind of trying to charm you and everything. He's just you'll have advantage, obviously, because he's trying to charm you at the same time. It's just a different type of charm. But he's just this scarf was literally crafted from lightning bolts, stolen right out of a thundercloud. It allows me just the movement and freedom about the battlefield to basically take what I want. And as he says that, he just kind of gives you sort of that predator gaze.
She kind of she tilts her head to the side slightly and smiles and is like, So what happens if I were to tie that up with you? Would you get all electrified or something?
Well, no, I'm immune to its effects because I'm the wearer.
All right.
But if you are attempting to deceive Agdon, to basically woo him for nefarious purposes, I will roll insight against your persuasion.
Alright. Okay, what was your insight?
Lower than that. I only had a +2, so I only got a 19.
I got a 22.
He's going to believe that his game is on fire, that he is wrapping you around his fingers, when I'm going to say, unless you say otherwise, it's the opposite.
Oh yeah, it's definitely the opposite. She's like, I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna take the other thing. Like, she's just making a mental checklist of all the shit she's gonna steal.
Check.
Jesus. I'ma take this, I'ma take that.
I'm gonna
take
take
that
all your
weird
shit.
ass fucking scarf.
I'm going to say the last night, he feels like he finally has the ability to claim you.
Oh god.
And he invites you back to his tent as the fire goes low. Do you join him?
If
Or do you have
anything, she's the one going in
or do you,
first.
I'm going to say, do you have any other nefarious, like alcohol or poison or anything you want to do or anything like that?
Nah. She's just gonna tire him out.
All right.
They're in
What
there.
would you like?
They're
What
in
would
there
you like
not
to roll?
fucking.
Acrobatic?
Once he's asleep, she'll like start taking shit.
They're like
Acrobatics, athletics, strength. What are you doing?
they're like heavily cleaning, doing calisthenics.
Oh no,
yeah.
I mean
Acrobatics.
athletics, strength. I mean performance, if anything, right?
Yeah, you could do performance.
I
Wait to black roll
Oh my
performance.
god. I love it. All right.
14. Rip.
What do you get?
I rolled endurance, and
Oh, what do you roll in endurance?
yeah, I have a 0 in my strength. What's
the roll?
Oh, I got a 2.
Oh, that was 2. He
So,
barely
you
touches
talk-
Ophelia bust on that.
He claps his own cheek.
He talked a big game, but
No, as soon as she gets on his lap, dude is out.
he was
fucking passed out.
I didn't expect the friction of scales.
I have a +5 in my deck, so you know.
She comes pre-lubricated.
Oh my
But
god.
I am gonna say he does not last super long. Like the night is quickly over. He is snoring. What would you like to do?
Take a shit. Take your shoes.
Is it possible for her to like? Okay, what are things that she can take that would be interesting to her?
I mean, are you talking off his person or off his tent?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
You're left perusing his assortments of collections of different types of items. You find a chest full of strange things. Some gems, some coin, but also a lot of like physical objects, like a few toys, non-sexual, but like literal children's toys, like yo-yos and tops and things like that. You also find some books, almost as if he just collects random things, or when they rob people, they collect random things. So far, your time with the bunnies has led you all to understand they don't really have need of coin or anything or any type of money. But it's more as you pick up one of the toys, a memory flashes, and you realize the toy is kind of set to a feeling, an effect. It's this small little top, and as you pick it up, you can feel the joy sort of radiating from it that a child would have just watching it spin, just lost in that wonder. You place that down and you pick up a a piece of paper with almost like abyssal writing on it. Do you read abyssal?
Hold up. I actually read it, so if you give it to me, I can read it for you.
I mean, it's late at night. It's up to you if you want to go find Horakos.
I'm going to, yeah.
Okay. But as you
She's
pick
just
up the paper, even without understanding the writing, this feeling of like heartbreak and just utter sorrow just fills you, and you can almost feel the desire, the need to cry. You don't have to, but it's just that feeling, that moment.
I got
Yeah,
a
that's like the
feeling.
prickly. It's like the sensation of your eyes prickling and stuff.
Yeah. Horakos, are you sitting by the campfire working on leather, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just like sewing away, trying to get like the hang of this. Oh, pricked my finger with needle. Damn it.
I'm gonna say you also gain a sewing kit.
Nice.
Kind of like
Well,
it's a leather sewing kit. It's designed for like patchworks and things like that.
alright.
Comes with some shears and bone needles and stuff like that. But yeah, you see him just sort of like stubbornly trying to thread more of these materials together.
Mm.
Hey.
Oh, hello. I did not see you there.
Yeah. What you working on?
What smells like bunny dick in here?
It smells like funny
God.
dick.
You probably use prestidigitation, if anything.
It smells like Updock.
What's up, Doc?
What's up, cock? Look, I'm trying to make a cloak, essentially. And I think it's coming out pretty nicely, but, I pricked my finger one too many times recently. As he's kind of like
Aw.
sucking on his fingers. Mm.
Well, that sucks. Do you want me to help?
It is alright, I can do this. So, what can I do for you?
I came across this piece of paper, and just figuring maybe you might know what's on it better than I would.
Let me have a look here. Sorry, like, grab the paper, take a look at it. What do we see?
As soon as your fingers come in contact with the paper, before your eyes even settle on the wording, you are hit with this longing, this over sense of just sadness
Oh,
and just
oh my.
loss and brokenheartedness. Your eyes look down and you read a letter full of lamenting sorrow for a love that was torn away from the hands of a lover. The wording is solid and without flowery effect.
Is it kind of like a
And
poem, or?
no, it's real. Like it's someone basically writing this down, and as you finish reading it, you are granted this vision of this tiefling just crying tears of blood as he places a noose around his neck
Oh.
and then steps off a stool. And your vision flashes back into the firelight, and you realize you are holding a dead man's love letter, his suicide note.
This is essentially a suicide note from, excuse me. The emotions must have been embedded into this scripture. This actually quite sad. And he kind of like gives like the description that the DM just gave me to Ophelia.
That's so sad.
Where did you find this?
Well, I was rummaging through the leader's chest, I guess, and I found it.
Of course you are, of course.
After he rummaged through hers.
I mean, he did his best. I mean, he's just tired. He's drank a lot. I mean, he did his best. That's all I'm saying.
He did his best. Not even, dude.
Well, unfortunately, this is not mine to keep, so you take it then. But keep a note that this is very sad indeed. Very sad stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, You know, I don't want to sleep yet. Is it cool if I just hang out with you for a bit?
I mean, sure. I'll be working on this cloak for a little bit, but it'll be done soon.
I wouldn't mind it.
Alright.
You're way better company.
So I just kind of sit around the campfire then, just like chillax while I work on the cloak. She just watches me work.
Yeah, she does, like, while he's working on the cloak, she's probably just going to, what does she have? She has a...
You maintain
She's
holding the letter?
probably just restringing her lute a little bit.
Do you maintain holding the letter?
She probably at one point goes back into the tent, puts it back into the chest, and then returns.
As you enter the tent to place the letter back, you hear the soft, you hear that the snoring has kind of quieted down, and he goes, I was wondering where you ran off to.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to wake you up.
Curious, I see. Searching through my treasures.
Yeah. And then I get to know you more. See that you got a lot of cool stuff.
Bully climbs up out of bed and kind of walks over and you goes, do you know what these are?
Nope.
These are moments, memories, sadness, fear, joy, little pieces of the people we rob. Things that they want to give up, sometimes things they don't want to give up, depending on how they deal with us. When I first met your band of miscreants, kind of uses his paw and like teases your hair a bit and everything as he's talking. Still believing he is 100% in control of all this.
She's like, I just fucking escaped that thing like fucking butter. Like,
Damn.
And he's just like, when I first met the miscreants that was your party, I thought about taking from them, but there was a sense of chaos and joy.
Yeah.
That they just seemed to just radiate possibility. So I decided to take something greater. A chance.
well, it turned out well.
He goes to kiss you again. He's going to attempt a second coupling.
Round 2. Nut.
Fight!
Yeah, Ophelia's just like she, like, initially she was just kind of like, I wanted to hang out with Horakos. So she's like, you know what?
He knocked him out the first time.
If he's as quick as the last time, it's gonna be a breeze. So yeah, let's get it over with.
Girls gotta do what a girl's gotta do.
He is gonna get disadvantaged, but he is a bunny, so.
Fair point. Damn.
That's 2 dice.
Well, I got a 28. So
I got a 14.
Jesus Christ.
He's trying his best, but sure enough, your skills just lay him down to rest. And
she keeps going for a while after he's out.
He just
Make
kind
sure
of
he's
you realize
she
you
just
realize he's unconscious. Like you can do what you're gonna do, but like he is drooling now as he is just utterly put to bed.
Yeah, no, she just kind of like slaps him a little bit and then realizes he's probably like not waking up and he's like, well, so she climbs out of bed, prestidigitation that shit, and then just like goes outside again.
Horakos is still working by the flower.
Yeah, like fixes her hair a little bit and then just like sits right next to Horakos like, hi.
Oh, hello there. I did not notice you leave.
Oh yeah, I had to put back that note. Couldn't find where I put it though.
It is understandable.
Yeah. So what's up with the cloak?
I've ever seen.
Well, I suppose I wanted something to do and to learn something, so I decided to take up leatherworking. So I'm making my first cloak, you know.
Ooh, I love leather.
I'm not sure what you mean by this.
Comfortable.
You look at the leather he's working, and it's the Hydra hide, so it has almost like the same supple texture of like octopus skin, that your people have used for generations. So you would actually have advantage to working with it.
I mean, I don't know, but this feels really this texture feels really similar. If you want, I can try and help you with it a little bit, since you
But of
keep on poking
course,
yourself.
and he kind of like hands you like the tools and like the cloak itself. It just kind of looks at you with his arms crossed, like fuzzy brow, like what you're gonna do now.
You can make a dexterity check with I don't believe you are proficient in leatherworking, so you would have advantage. Why are you
Right?
drawing dicks on my map, man?
Stop drawing dicks, dude. God damn.
16.
16.
With advantage,
What
you
would
said.
you? Yeah.
Yeah, with advantage. I already rolled it with advantage.
That's what.
Oh,
Okay.
2d20.
Yeah, so originally it was 11, and then the second one was 5, or not 5, 15 plus 1 is 16.
No, I got you. What would you like to do? As you are basically working on the cloak. Oh no,
Well,
it's not a cloak. What is it, Horakos? What are you working on?
Yeah, no, this is like the same cloak essentially that we were making.
okay.
Or did,
So
or did
first,
I make this like with Lowell and this is like something else?
That's up to you. I mean, the cloak is technically done.
Okay, so yeah, this is not a cloak. Let's say this is a scarf.
okay. So first things first, what she does is correct the few line or stitches that he misaligned. And then once that's done, she tries she just surprisingly skillfully, just like in one solid line, just like sewing the scarf in like a, you know, it's like she knows how to do this in a very unusual way. Not an unusual way, but like it's very for
Natural.
someone. Yeah, it's like natural. It's like habit, and she's just humming a little tune while she does it.
She's sewing a habit.
Sewing a habit.
And I'm sewing the habit tonight.
Sewing the rabbit.
Oh,
I'm sewing.
He was sewing you, but he wasn't as good with the needle and thread as Horakos was.
Hey yo.
you watch as her hands fold and press in different ways along the oily textured skin to where you were having issues gripping it and holding it in place because it was just the texture was almost rubbery underneath your fingers. And you watch as she creates these tension points between the 2 points she's working on, almost with not even thinking about it. And you hear her begin to like hum this sort of delicate, gentle melody underneath her breath, and it's very hauntingly beautiful under the next to the firelight, with the Fey moon high in the sky.
Nah, that's cool. I just kind of like enjoy myself while I'm like like trying to like like almost like bob my head back and forwards like like try to join in a little bit with the humming. But I'm just awful with my Eastern accent, like.
But if there's nothing anybody else would like to do, this will wrap up the evening and complete the downtime.
Yeah.
Because once again, no one is on a rush, really.
Nobody's saying or doing anything.
Anybody?
Nope. I guess my character's just eating soup and hanging out with kids, if that's an option.
You guys can do whatever you like.
I'm just getting drunk and playing my flute.
Well, you don't want to get on this bunny action, my guy? Come on.
I mean, I feel like I'm
Family
celibate. I'm like a monk.
cuisine. Rabbits too.
There is a
Rabbits,
sense of like isolation to Pai Mei. You see him as like you realize that some of the humming that Ophelia has been singing is being backed up by the hauntingly like distant sound. And off down one of the causeways, out in the darkness and the moonlight, you see Pai Mei sitting, just kind of relaxing against his back against a post, playing to no one but himself.
My man's straight up chilling.
Yeah, we chilling and chilling.
The night ends. Everyone finds their rest. Ophelia, do you want to pilfer anything else? Are you actually taking anything, or are you just investigating?
you want
No,
to steal
I
some
was
more
just
shit?
investigating. I mean, this guy's like.
Man, this
If
man broke as
anything, this
shit.
guy's such a simp. She can probably just get it given to her.
Damn.
Okay.
And her, like, and truthfully, at least with the knight, I feel like she prefers Horakos' company a little bit more because the first guy's just too much of a simp.
The morning comes.
He's too quick. Huh?
He's too quick. She likes working for it.
The morning arrives.
He's
The bunny-
simply too tired.
The bunnies all gather together to wish you all farewell, giving you a gift of a longboat and informing you that the main river to the west of the last planks, there is a dock where where Sentry, who can easily carry the boat by himself if need be, can place the boat, and following that river down will lead you to the town of Downfall and the home of Barvalona.
Dum dum dum.
And as you guessed, Ophelia, Agon comes blushing forward as everyone is saying goodbye, and he grabs you by the hand and kind of leads you away and goes, "I feel like you have blessed me in a truly wondrous way, and
He's
and
pregnant.
the laws of hospitality dictate that I return the favor. And I only have one thing that I can truly think to give you that would be of equal value to your companionship last night." And he takes the blue scarf from around his neck and he places it gently over yours.
Oh, but I
Takes a
couldn't
finger and places it
possibly.
against your lip. No, please. I insist. For now, we are even. And he turns and he walks away.
She turns back to the group and just like
It's fine. Good.
as soon as they're like out of earshot, at least she's gonna giggle a little bit.
In his mind, like he was in complete control the entire time, and he is just the Casanova.
He's like, "Oh, free shit, let's go."
Look at it. Sentry's holding this boat, like, and he just looks at her and goes, "What did you do?"
Nothing.
Just so you know, Ophelia, this scarf is magical. Once you complete a short rest with it, that will sort of like that information will fill your mind. And the end of it is what's most interesting as you feel the scarf, and you can kind of like rework it like around you like a sash, or even like just however you want. But it's almost impossibly long at the same time that it's not. because wherever you finish wrapping it, the end just kind of disintegrates. It just kind of breaks apart into light and shimmering effect. Now you can hide this by tucking it into itself, but left flowing is when its magic is active.
Hey, Horakos.
Yes.
We're scarf buddies now.
Oh,
Nice.
look at you. You have a. Isn't that the bunny leader scarf?
Yeah, he gave it to me.
Huh. He must have really liked you.
You can. Yeah, he's such a dumbass.
Hmm.
We didn't even get to the butt stuff.
He just
We
passed
know.
out
I
too
feel like
quickly.
this dude probably just. Honestly,
Wait, there was butt
I feel
stuff on
like
the
this
table?
dude
No.
nutted at foreplay. If anything, he
Jesus.
I mean,
didn't even get
he
to the main
wasn't that.
event.
He wasn't that bad.
Uh-huh,
He just
sure.
couldn't.
That's what he wants to say.
This is
He
what
just
everybody
couldn't
says until they.
stand up. He just couldn't stand up to your prolificness. That's all.
Mhm.
Uh-huh, sure.
She's no
He
sexy honest or anything. She's like the fucking.
he does not do kegels. She
He
does.
does not do kegels.
She used him to do kegels.
She's just way more. She's just way more flexible, I guess.
Sure, flexible.
That's
We'll go
what
with
we'll go with.
flexible.
Yeah,
Wink.
flexibility.
Giggity.
Giggity. Alright, we say goodbye to the bunnies and we sail off to find the free hags.
Yeah, put this boat in the boat liquid.
Gross.
Yeah.
Technically, you're just going to find one of the hags, but
For now.
Hey, one is a start.
When does it
Bring
start?
the action.
you know what? One
Alright, so
second.
we sail away, Santiago.
Someone needs to make a survival check since your ranger is gone.
Gone?
Yes.
I got a +3.
As you guys wake up and you look around and you're all gathering together, is when you realize that Cyndal and Snosh,
Natural
Sorry.
20.
Holy
not
shit.
Snosh,
Schnosh.
Zodi, Cyndal and Snody, or Snody,
Zodi.
Shody?
Zodi.
Thank you. They're
Dyslexic.
gone, bitch.
Oh my god. Oh my god,
They're
where'd
gone.
they go?
Where have those two gotten off to now? Did anybody see them last night?
Who?
Well, Cyndal and
Zodi.
Zodi.
They seem to have
Zodi
disappeared.
was probably sampling the local cuisine.
In his own way.
Yet again, I'm not sure what you mean by this, but I'll take your word for it.
Oh, that worries
You
me.
mean it means that he's fucking some bunnies, probably.
God, I
yes.
hope he was a fucking Cyndal.
And
Oh
if you
god.
look closely, like Horakos is kind of like blushing, but you can't tell because he's fucking red.
Horse porn.
His face turned purple.
Jesus.
Should we look for them?
Isn't Cyndal a resident of this area? Of
Yeah.
the Feywild, no? I believe they could find us.
I mean,
I believe they'll find us.
hold on, wait a second. I've got an idea. And she
What's your idea?
she
Elena,
lifts up.
I sent you the scarf's power in a private message.
Excuse me.
Go ahead.
Heck. If we need to, I could take a few scales and maybe just like leave breadcrumbs.
If you believe that is the best course of action, then proceed.
Yeah. I mean,
What does this do?
She's leaving a breadcrumb for them to find us.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d8 twice
Hansel
for
and
me,
Gretel
Elena.
style.
All right.
Six and
So
a 7.
Mhm.
1 7.
She has one handful of scales. She throws one handful of scales in one spot on the water, and then we leave.
She just rolls all the skills. Yeet.
They'll find it. It's better because it's all compressed into one area.
But wait, hold on a second. So what's up, DM? What's with the 6 and the 7?
Oh, I'm about to tell you.
I'm not selling.
No, I said I'm about to.
Oh, okay.
As you guys begin your journey down the river, a few hours pass, and off in the distance, you see something moving. It's just kind of rustling and moving about in the foliage around the riverbed. Anybody like to roll perception?
I'll roll perception.
I'll assist.
Alright,
got
so
a
that's
plus
with
3.
advantage, right?
21.
Oh, goddamn, never mind. Ophelia already noticed.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 and a 3, so I didn't see shit.
This is Ophelia's day.
No shit.
For real.
Don't jinx it, bruh.
She's running it.
Uzukai and Horakos just like looking at
Ophelia,
the water. Yes, wet.
Hey, look, the water
POV.
is wet.
I couldn't agree more. Interesting.
you see these humanoids, 6 of them, on stilts. They're moving above the water, their wooden limbs stretching down deep into the muck and mire. They don't seem to recognize, they don't see you guys, but they are moving. So it's up to you guys if you want to make a stealth check or if you want to try to communicate with them or anything.
Wait, who do we see?
You're seeing
Dudes on
humanoids.
stilts.
Well,
Humanoids,
Ophelia
huh?
sees humanoids, and they have these sort of like 4 stilt apparatus, where it's like 2 on their hands, 2 and underneath their feet, and they're moving through the water. They seem to be searching for something.
Do we flag them down? Who are they?
I mean, we could try, but
I suppose.
I'm thinking maybe we can try and sneak until can I get a vibe check?
Can I get a vibe
Yeah,
check?
you can roll insight at disadvantage being this far away, which you'll probably get a nat 20 knowing my luck.
14.
14. They seem to be searching for something. It's at this distance it's hard to really get a feel for their race, but they are larger than the bullywogs you've seen. And they seem to be searching for something. You guys are moving at a decent pace along the river, so action would need to be taken to keep them in view as your boat is opening distance from them now.
Yeah, I suppose we, try to stay hidden under the foliage, or something like that.
Stealth
You
it.
guys want to counter row to go against the current, or what are you doing?
Stealth boat.
We
Stealth
Stealth
boat.
boat.
we stealth boating this bitch. Observe,
Ki-
follow.
How deep is the river?
You haven't really checked. How would you like to check? Just with like looking at it, or do you want to do something
Well,
physically effective?
I'm assuming I have
Do
an
you want
oar,
me to go down
right?
there?
Oh, the oar doesn't touch the bottom. The river is much deeper than the surrounding boglands you've been walking through.
You could literally ask the fish person to go down there.
Horakos.
Yes.
Could you hold my waist? I'm gonna go dip. I'm gonna dip my head in and see how deep this thing is.
Sure, yeah. You just hold her by the waist, essentially.
You shove your head under the water, It takes a moment for the stilt to kind of like settle, and you peer down, and your aquatic brain is able to judge the distance and get a good feel for it. And the water's roughly 40 feet deep. It kind of moves about, and there's some valleys and hills underneath the water that kind of like lower and rise up that value. So, but on average, it's about 40 feet deep.
I got an idea. We got a whole bunch of water breathing potions, a robot, and a mermaid lady. These fucking dicks on stilts are looking for stuff
First of all, I'm a
underwater.
siren. I'm not a mermaid. Jeez, you guys are racist.
And
So
we could maybe
racist.
You're under the water, shut up.
we can either wait for these dicks to find what they're looking for and beat them up, or we can find what they're looking for and trade, or we can just find what they're looking for and dip.
I mean, you could go into the water and look for it yourselves, or yeah, there are a lot of options. I agree with Pai Mei.
All right. Well, she after coming back up to the surface, or at least going back up, back up onto the boat a little bit.
You didn't go into the water, correctly? You just put your head under.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how to describe that. Like, take her head out of the water, I guess. I don't know.
Just rise up.
Turns to the rest of the group. So, are we going to be on the boat, or are we going to swim?
Not everybody can swim here, I think. Just
Should
kind of
I go
look.
scouting for whatever they need? Or one of you, whoever's the most diplomatic, can ask what the whatever they're looking for, and I can try and find it.
Sentry, you're the strongest, correct?
I believe so. With a
Like for
20.
persuasion or just strength?
And make a strength check with advantage.
I got 16 strength.
I mean, you could help him. I mean,
I got 18.
Oh, I didn't know. We got a bunch of strong boys.
Ha! 2 23s.
God, nice.
you're able to maintain force against the current, so you're not having issues with it right now.
Okay, and my movement is very mechanical.
Go underwater. I'll see whatever they're looking for.
The boat is designed where you don't need multiple people rowing, so one person at a time can be utilizing it.
If you guys want, I can go underwater, see what they're looking for.
That is always an option if you want to.
That sounds good.
Right? Or who wants to be the diplomat here?
I'm pretty good with talking here.
She should.
Let's see. I have
the brightly mismatched colored dude is like, I can talk.
She should definitely find the thing.
Right?
Is that the plan?
Charisma.
Find the thing and then talk to them.
Yeah.
Apparently so.
And she just starts undressing a little bit.
If you want, I could always try intimidating them. I may not look it, but I can be pretty scary.
After she finishes undressing, I give her a scarf.
Wow, gee, thanks.
She already has a scarf.
I know, and
How are you wearing the lightning scarf?
And I don't have a scarf.
I don't need a scarf. That's not covering anyway. Well, keep my clothes dry a little bit. I'll be right back. And she just dives into the water.
Are you taking off the lightning scarf, or are you keeping it on?
I'm keeping it on.
Okay, so how are you wearing it?
She's tying it around. She's tying it around her waist.
Okay, so more like a sash.
Yeah.
That works. Remember, if it's unfurled, it has that sort of dissipating into light and energy around the edge of it. If you tuck it in, it just looks like a normal scarf.
She's gonna make it look like a normal scarf.
So you dive in. The water is cool and refreshing. It's been a lot of the time moving through the bog, a lot of time moving through the swamp. You've had to deal with the staleness and just the muck and the algae and just the feeling. But this is fresh, flowing water. It's moving, it's clear, and you, as you move around, are you heading closer to them, or are you searching in a different area?
I'm gonna be first searching in a different area.
Go ahead and make an investigation check, please.
12.
Okay. You find a lot of colorful stones and different bits of pieces. There's some aquatic life, fishing, or fishes and movement. You also even spot an alligator, large scaled creature that kind of takes one look at you and recognizes a predator to a predator and turns and begins swimming in the opposite direction, deciding to
Rawr.
not wanting to be lunch. But as the moments tick by and you can kind of feel the passing of time under the water, unlike most people who kind of get disorientated, close to about 10 minutes, you do find an egg. It's closer to the shore, and that's where the stilt walkers are making their way along. And you find it is a sort of like pale green egg that's roughly about the size, about 6-7 inches,
Goddamn.
like a softball.
That's
Okay.
a big old egg.
God
Alright.
damn.
She takes the egg and she goes back to the boat.
What are you guys doing during the roughly 15 minutes she's going to be gone?
Are we trying to make contact with them or what?
We're just waiting for Ophelia to come back. Like, she's
Well,
kind of scouting it out.
at this point, you guys would have to start back rowing back up the river a little bit because the stilt walkers, they're not hindered by the water. You realize like the way they're using their stilts, they adequately every now and then you watch, even at this distance, as you watch as one of them will raise the stilt up, and it has a small like cupped bowl on the end of it, and it'll hold it out to one of the others, and they will pick out a spherical shape and place it inside of a sort of like an apparatus on their back. At this distance, it's hard to make out a lot of details.
I got an idea. I got rope. I could tie off one end to like a big fucking robot and swim down and tie the other end to any old thing.
So we just dunk the robot into the water, maybe?
Ah, no, he's just like actually
He's-
everything. Oh, that's the thing too. We could use him as an anchor.
There we go. We use device as an anchor.
Kind of like that idea, and then we don't have to use a water potion.
So how are you asking Sentry to do this?
Sentry, can you breathe underwater? Sentry?
He's probably rocking.
Device, did we lose you?
Device is taking another shit.
Rocking it.
Oh, if he's rocking a piss, what I'm gonna do is just German suplex him into the water after I tie him up.
we ask, can you breathe under the water? Pai Mei, don't give a fuck.
But he's powered down. Toss him over while he's not computing.
He's unconscious.
So I'll
Where did
tie
he
one
go?
end to under his arms, like
Device.
around the waist.
Device, we lost you.
And I'm gonna tie the other end of the boat.
Sounds good. I'm down for it.
That's how much rope do I got? I know I got a lot.
Don't you have like 50 feet of rope?
Feet of rope. I got 50
There we go.
He said back in a bit. I can hear you though.
Okay.
Okay, Device, you're an anchor. Congratulations.
Okay, I will play him for a second. So go ahead, and how are you? He looks at you and goes, I have no need of breathing.
Do you mind staying under the water for a little bit?
It would not bother me.
Very good. Pai Mei, pass me the rope.
I pass him the rope.
I tie it around.
As you tie it around him,
I can.
He kind of looks at the oars in his hands, and he's just like, I was rowing the boat.
I will hold the boats. You have
We
a different
can row the
purpose for a
boat.
little
We've
bit.
got it.
Oh, I've been cracking up. I've been cracking up for a minute there.
Okay. Okay, so how would Sentry respond? Because I'm fairly positive I know what he would do, but I'm just making sure.
Well, whoever the next strongest person is, he would just give them the oars.
Okay, I got an 18 in strength, so maybe me.
Tie
got an
tie the
18 in
rope
strength
around
as well,
himself.
so.
Okay, so we're both holding on to it then.
Yeah.
There you go. Tie the rope around his waist, I guess, and
That's what I did.
his the inner thigh area, just to give it more.
Rope diaper.
Yeah, exactly. Little shibari action, and then he just does the fucking like fall backwards scuba diver jam.
Mm-hmm.
Are you doing this quietly, or are you doing this without regard?
We just
Okay, I guess he would just like put one foot in, then another foot in, and then just like slowly let himself down.
Okay. Ophelia, as you're heading back to the boat, you begin to watch as Sentry sinks. A rope tied about him. He just slowly lowers down. Sentry, it's very odd. Like, you know that you should not be able to hear her, but there's something about her voice that actually penetrates the water, and it sounds almost as if she was standing still on the boat.
God, too much penetration with this girl. So he
It is a theme, it seems. It is a theme.
So he like just drops to the bottom. If there's like a little rock or something there, he'll just like sit on the rock and kind of hook his legs, and then he just almost like he's not one, but almost like an idiot. He just waves at her.
Well, you can't speak underwater, yeah. So
She smiles and waves back at him.
Yes. So he like waves,
smile and wave.
give her the thumbs up, like.
Yeah.
So while this
she
is
goes
happening
back
up on the boat, well, hold on. As this is happening up on the boat, what are you guys doing?
We're sitting waiting.
Yeah, I'm sitting waiting now.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were gonna try and
much we can do right now.
Okay, so Ophelia reemerges from the water.
I do not.
No, you stayed on. Little bubbles like coming up to the surface.
No bubbles.
I don't think there's any bubbles or anything. Yeah.
Yeah, no bubbles.
Can't count the bubbles with an android.
And the best part is my
Vic, are you
my
in a Snorlax
entire
onesie?
He has been the entire time.
This is the first time I saw his stream.
Bruh.
Wow.
But yeah, he's just like sitting down there kicking it, and my entire wardrobe is made out of Hydra skin. So like,
yeah, surprisingly, not a lot of water penetration. Like you notice,
it's fucking waterproof.
At it.
I mean, he's
you're
got
looking
all that
at
custard in him.
I mean, you're kind of airtight to begin with, I believe. But I mean, like normally, you would feel the weight of your clothes and everything, but a lot of your clothes have been replaced by this now almost like water shedding material.
Yeah.
I think the name of this episode is going to be Penetration.
Or Airtight.
No, it's going to be called. It's going to be called Ophelia the Penetrator.
Ophelia the Penetrator.
So, Ophelia, you reemerge from the water. What do you do?
Sorry. I go back to the boat.
Yep. Does anybody help you, or are you doing this by yourself?
I suppose I'll help. Yeah, I'll just like push it.
Okay, then I won't have her roll. I was gonna see if she was gonna fall back in the water, but go ahead.
This episode is titled 2 for Agdon.
Athletics, acrobatics.
Oh my.
No, she doesn't need to roll if you're helping her.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, okay, yeah, just drag her ass in. So, what did you find down there?
Well, I found a egg.
What egg? Wait, can I take a look at the egg?
Here's the egg.
I inspect the egg. Do I recognize this at all? Being one born from an egg.
Well, I was gonna say you can make a nature check with advantage.
Okay, I will make a nature check with advantage. What is my nature? It is nature +1. Jesus.
+1 to Egu.
That's better. 18. I got a 4 and an 18.
Okay. You recognize an aquatic serpent egg.
An aquatic
It's
serpent
not
egg.
draconic or anything of that, but it is definitely some type of like lizard or serpent style egg. It's more soft and supple than that of like avian style eggs.
Mm-hmm.
It's a decent size too. If you had some type of light source besides that of the clouded sun above head, you could probably try to find a way to look into it to see more. But
I'm gonna pull out a torch.
Okay,
and
the
light it.
scarf.
you're gonna light a torch in the middle of the day.
You said I
Nope,
needed a better
scarf.
light source.
Scarf.
Oh, you got a scarf? The scarf is shining
Use
enough?
the Hydra eye.
Use a Hydra eye. Lick the egg. Tell us what it is.
I did use the Hydra eyes.
Go ahead and make an intelligence check, Uzuki.
Okay.
Just
Luckily,
a straight intelligence.
Okay, just a straight intelligence check, so that's +1.
If you prefer, you could do a gay intelligence.
Yes, I got a nat 20, baby. So
Yes, get intelligence.
21.
Okay. You guys watch as Uzuki pulls out a torch and begins to light it, but he also like works out like holding a certain type of angle on the torch away from the egg itself, but is able to kind of like gesture for Ophelia to put the scarf around like above it to kind of shadow the egg to create a pocket of darkness. So as you look into the egg, you see possibly a small baby crocodile.
No.
Still forming, still in effect. But you also notice the size of the egg, the shape, was very similar to the orbs that you saw the stilt walkers picking up.
Oh. So this is what they were looking for then. It's a
You
serpent
think they're
egg.
collecting?
Maybe. Probably.
So they're just collecting eggs?
Yep.
Do you want me to give this to them?
No.
What are we gonna like trade? What do you guys propose we do with it?
It's mine. Mine. It's all mine, I tell you.
I mean, they're on like fucking what, 20-foot tall stilts, 10-foot tall stilts.
Yeah, but it looks like they're
Ophelia,
collecting these eggs.
You're
I mean, we could
guessing
literally
that
just-
because Ophelia, you're guessing because they're on the edge of the water, that's probably close to 30 feet tall stilts. Yeah.
I mean, we could literally just like swim underwater, break their stilts, and they'd be fucked up shit creek without a paddle. You know what I
Just chop
mean?
your stilts.
We just
Let them,
chop
like-
their stilts and then they're just
As
they're
much
straight
as I
fucked.
love slaughtering innocent people.
Let's not do that this time around, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, do we know they're innocent yet? They're just like regular jerk offs.
They're just
You know, I
walking
just
around
want to point
looking
out.
like they're
I just
collecting
want to
shit.
point out the fact that I've done a couple of different like non-combat encounters with things. So just saying, you don't have to murder everything.
Yeah, not
And then
everybody wants to kill us. Just 'cause
And then
you
he
wanna
did a
kill
combat
everything.
encounter. Then he did a combat encounter, and we
With a
turned it into a
fucking
talking encounter.
Yeah. But then we
And
fought a
it turned
No, it
Hydra.
wasn't a combat. That was a role play.
We're talking about with the
Pretty
Okay,
good.
you know what?
Harrigans.
I'm gonna go say hi.
Very well, let us go say hello.
Really,
Yeah.
you turn and look towards the direction of the stilt workers, and they're gone
Huh.
Oh.
What did they
because
just
you
do?
guys anchored your boat. As I said, they were walking away.
Yeah.
Well, I can find them.
Hold on, Uzuki, help me reel in device from the water.
Yeah,
Uzuki, as you are looking at the egg, you do see the creature inside move. It is still alive.
It's alive. It's alive.
I'm curious if it needs the water to survive.
An egg?
Hmm.
Yeah, an egg.
Egg.
The egg of a
Do
water
we have a
serpent.
bucket?
I mean, it's got water in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
what
do
if
we
it needs
got
the
a
water
bucket?
around it?
Whoever wants to can make a nature check.
I'm gonna make a nature check again on that one.
This is a very specific thing to know, so like.
22.
Okay.
I got 7, so I don't know shit.
Ophelia, you being an underwater creature, you look at this egg in his hand, and you remember the crocodile swimming under the water, and you know that eggs of this nature placed that far underwater, buried near into the sand, it's not so much about the water; it's about the temperature, the cool, dark, cold, keeping the reptilian, cold-blooded creature safe.
Okay, I'm gonna go place this back, unless we want to go talk to those guys.
I'm
You guys
sure
would have to
we're
search
fine.
for them.
I'm sure we're fine to just leave everything as it is.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
You're not going to kill the egg carrying it, but it would be more beneficial to the creature inside to like have it underwater or being drugged behind the boat. But that also might lead something to try to eat it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, why were these guys taking the eggs? What were they doing with them?
They're
You know what I
probably
mean?
gonna eat them, like take the serpents or the eggs and use them as nourishment. It makes sense.
yeah.
But
Well, regardless, I'm gonna put this back.
I kind of want to keep it. I want to see what it hatches from, or what hatches from it.
Well, okay, do we have a bucket of water?
Um,
Got a water skin.
Thank goodness you said it, because I'm underwater.
I was gonna say at this point, I would say you guys would be able to drag Sentry back up, because when you start pulling
bro.
on the rope, remember, like he's solid metal, so I'm not quite sure like how this is gonna work.
Yeah, me and
Okay,
That would be a
everybody, like,
disadvantage, Sentry. You don't have a swim speed.
nobody has a swim speed, but you roll athletics. Well, she does. Okay, but you roll athletics to swim. I got a 15. That's pretty fucking good.
Disadvantage.
All right, disadvantage it is. I don't actually have disadvantage on this, but
No, but you're a giant metal creature inside of water.
fucking fair enough, sir.
15.
Hey!
So it's the 15 then.
Yep.
You know what? It's kind of odd.
Like I
But
said, I have a
you've been-
+8
hold
to
on.
swim.
Hold on a second. It's kind of odd, but why you've been down here, Sentry, enjoying the cool, cold, dark, you watch these fish swim by. You watch a literal, like, small shark creature moving its body, and you begin to like imitate just kind of the motion, the movement with your arms, and you kind of feel everything kind of pushing around you. And as you start feeling the rope pull on you, you begin to like almost like butterfly your arms out and begin that sort of like undulating motion.
Undulating.
So you know how they swim? They don't have knees, so they can do that full range of motion. I technically only have joints, not knees, so I also do that full range of motion as I swim up. It would be very fucking odd looking if you saw my knees going both ways.
But like it almost resembles Ophelia as she swims, as this sort of like that kicking, swaying motion. But even as a robot, it's almost like it's the more of the force you're putting behind it. So go ahead and give me a strength check. We're gonna see what magic happens with this. Okay.
That's a
It's
fucking
difficult. It's difficult. Like you're not used to this. I'm not gonna say you're swimming. It's more like jumping and sort of like propelling yourself forward. But with the use of the rope, they do get you up out of the water.
8. Okay.
I was expecting you'd have to walk to the shore and come out. I didn't think it would be too hard, but
I am going to athletics myself into the boat.
I mean, if they're helping you, you don't need to roll.
Okay.
Yeah, we're helping.
It's assisted. You'll beat it.
It's and just so you know, I'm not ridiculously heavy, but I am heavy.
You're chunk.
I am 237 pounds. Or no, I'm sorry, that's my age. I'm 270 pounds.
Yeah, but it's a very dense 207. Like, because you don't look fat.
No.
Yeah. But as you come up, you hear Ophelia and Uzukai having the conversation about the egg.
Okay. And then, do I hear them say bucket?
Yeah, you hear them having the conversation about the egg.
Okay, then once I get into the boat, I will open my bag. We'll say that my backpack is just like a duffel bag or something. So he like unstraps the duffel bag and he pulls a bucket out
Okay, well this
and he
could work.
sets it
Well,
down.
that works.
Question: Where did you get a bucket?
It's part of my. It would be part of my brewer's kit.
Nice. Okay, all out.
Yeah, I was for sure looking through my inventory, like, would I have a fucking bucket? And I was like, oh yeah, brewer's kit. Let's get it, boy.
I'll allow it. It's not really a bucket. It's more of a. It's more like a basin.
As long as it's big enough.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this will work. We just need to put some water. Let's dip it in water and then just submerge this little baby, literally.
Mm-hmm.
And
I suppose we're keeping this thing now. Very well.
I'm
I
gonna.
heard.
I'm gonna
I
keep
heard
it
if
with
you
me
put a
because I'm
wooden
curious.
spoon over the top, it won't overflow.
That's if you're boiling stuff.
I think that's what
We're-
he's saying they should do.
We are needing the
no,
same.
no boiling the egg.
we're not boiling it. I want to see what hatches from it.
My apologies, I misunderstood.
So Uzuki gently places the egg into the basin.
I put a wooden spoon on top of it.
Do you do anything to like protect it from the metal of the sides, or are you just plopping it in there, or what are you doing?
I'm gonna. I'll actually take some of. Oh, I don't know if this will work or not, but
Anyone have
I'll
a
take
scarf?
some of the. I'll take some cloth that I have from my own gaudy ass outfit, and I'll wrap. I'll kind of put it in there before placing it in the bucket to protect it.
You guys watch as he pulls out a sort of like green polka dotted shimmer patchwork of like material, probably used for like if your clothing tears and whatnot. And you wrap the egg up and you place it inside the basin. It's a good solid fit. So
Nice.
Hey, give me
and
a quick
placing
second. I
something
think I
on top
smell
of it
something
will keep
burning.
it cool enough.
Yeah. I want to make sure that
But
it's well protected.
if you guys are not going to hunt down the stilt walkers, then you will take up anchor and begin your way down the stream again.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, also, it would either be a copper kettle or the fermenting vat. I think the kettle would work better.
Okay. I was going for more of like a basin, like just a large open mouth bowl for like mixing and stirring ingredients and stuff.
Yeah, I just looked up the brewer supplies thing, so it's like a.
I got that too.
No, that was a detailed function. That's funny. So, you guys begin to enter fog. It is thick fog that completely obliterates view, and you don't necessarily have to worry about like the direction of the river because the boat is being pulled along the stream down the middle. Unless you actively try to maneuver away from the center, it's going to just continue to pull. You don't even have to row, as the boat just enters this fog-like void world where sound is kind of deafened and vision is just gone. What do you do?
Well, does anybody know where we are exactly? But the question is, can we see anything?
Okay, I don't have any additional like sensory types like tremor sight or blind sense or anything like that. Does anybody have anything like that?
I'm good at getting
I
drunk.
may. I think. Don't you have a other
Let's see.
sense because you're a drunken master? Or is that no? That might be a different subclass.
No, I don't think so.
Ophelia, you can feel the push and pull of the water, and you can feel it begin to slow, giving the impression of it opening wider, and
Okay.
leaving the river and entering the mouth of possibly a lake or a tributary.
I have an idea. I am going to stick my head in the water and then do a perception check because sound travels better in water than it does through the air.
Okay. Go ahead.
That's a 12.
You can hear the creaking of the wood of your boat, but not much else.
Okay, so I just say nothing close by.
As you guys drift, you begin to hear croaking voices penetrating the fog.
The frog.
Yeah.
The frog's been
Through it,
penetrated.
you begin to see dark shapes appearing, resolving into 2 rowboats approaching you. Manning the oars of each rowboat are 2 bullywogs. You notice that there are 4 bullywogs, frogmen, all together. They do not appear to be soldiers or anything of that nature. Dressed in soiled and yet somehow still extravagant clothing that resembles the actual clothing of your companion Uzukai. And this mix match of different types of colors and patterns and effects being sewn together. Uzukai, you can't help but notice their stylish fashion is quite well maintained.
Oh, they really know how to dress.
Uzuki, do you know these ones?
No, I don't. I've never seen them before.
One of the
But
frogs,
but they look
feminine in
quite
nature.
dapper.
One of the frogs, feminine in nature, turns and in Sylvan speaks. Does anybody speak Sylvan?
Let me check.
Yeah, I
what
speak Sylvan.
speak. Comment.
I speak Sylvan.
I do not.
Okay, so Pai Mei. Anybody else?
Wait, I might. Hold on a second.
I know Cyndal does, but she's not present.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I don't.
Okay, so Pai Mei,
Nobody
you're the face.
understands. Pai Mei speaks, okay.
The rest of you hear almost this croaking, tilting language, but Pai Mei, you hear, "Welcome to Downfall, travelers."
I return the greeting.
It's a
real quick.
lovely day on the lake.
Real quick, I'm going to send a message to her telepathically saying, most of us don't speak, can't understand you, but I can through telepathy.
Wait, I speak tongue. I have the spell tongues. Hold on a second.
Yeah, she used it on that rabbit guy last night.
That's why he only had a 2.
So, anyways.
As you do that, her head kind of jerks up and she gives you a very, confused look. But in her mind, you hear a reply, "That is a very odd sensation, to have someone speak in my brain."
Yeah, this is my
In
first
your
time
head.
attempting it, but I've never ran into a situation where I haven't been able to actually communicate with somebody before.
Pai Mei, one of the frogs looks at you and goes, "Welcome to the Murky Lake. You are approaching the town of Downfall. What brings you travelers to this fair assortment of humble purveyors of Barcelona?"
You could say the fog dragged us in. Oh, and I give a big old belly laugh and have a big old swig of my jug.
I asked the.
Well, one second, Uzuki.
Sorry.
They look kind of confused, like you're doing a joke, and you all watch as 4 of them kind of nervously laugh.
What is going on right now? Does anybody care to explain?
You know,
What are you gonna do, Uzuki?
I was gonna send another message to the female frog that I was talking to
Go ahead.
telepathically and ask her if she spoke any other language.
She looks at you and replies, I've never had need of another language. All those that travel these lands speak the tongue Sylvan.
Might have to learn Sylvan then.
So you were gonna do anything, or are you gonna sit back and let Pai Mei communicate?
I'm gonna sit back. And...
I mean, I'll let you guys know what they say. I'll just turn around and translate.
Yeah.
Very well.
If you guys want to say anything, I can just say it. You know what I mean?
Did they say that we are next to a town right now?
I communicate what they said. I'll tell you about the festival and what the town's called.
They row a little bit closer. Not aggressively, just kind of closing the distance to speak easier. And one of the younger male frogs stands up in Sylvan and says, Yes, you are in the town of Downfall. You've entered the borders of the Murky Lake. We ourselves were coming out for a nice row in the fog to enjoy the scenery, or lack thereof. But,
I give a big old belly laugh, and nobody else does because they don't know what he's saying.
You all seem strange in nature. You're not residents of the Fae, or residents of our lands hither, are you?
We are not. We are visitors, for a better lack of word.
I translate.
Oh, visitors. That's a lovely thing. King Gollop the 19th would be happy, honored even, to make your acquaintance.
Very well, I suppose we shall go meet him then.
If you like, we can guide you to the dock.
If you could, that would be great.
I translate very liberally, Grandpa style, and keep trying to offer him a jug of my drink.
If you offer it, he will take it. He'll reach out his long amphibian hand and take the jug from you.
Okay.
Yo, we're gonna kick these guys' asses though, right?
I mean,
they don't look like they're trying to hurt anybody.
Some Buster Frogs try to get grippy. I'm gonna get grippy.
We're gonna fuck them up, right, Bob?
These are bullywogs, man. We're here to.
But not all bullywogs are evil.
Not all men are bad.
I did not know this, but very well.
Listen, they bullied our homie Candle Snacks.
But was it these specific ones, or was it the other ones we already killed?
Candle Snacks? Who's Candle Snacks?
The key goblin.
Yeah.
And you haven't
I don't remember
killed
her name.
You haven't killed any bullywogs.
No, he's the hunters is what he's talking about.
Never mind.
Getting weird up in here.
You're getting weird.
Smoke weed every day.
Candle Snacks is Jingle Jangle.
Gotcha. Okay. So, they will not. They're not aggressive, and they talk very amicably with Pai Mei, mainly about the weather and how beautiful the fog is this time of day, and how it plays like tricks with those who are not familiar with the area. So it's good that they found you before you got too far. The city guard would. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I share like a almost stereotypical Asian Chinese secret proverb about foggy weather that doesn't seem to have any relevance to the situation at all. While I take another big swig of my jug.
Does this come off as a joke?
Nobody knows. This is extremely poor taste grandpa style. They can't tell if I'm serious or joking, and neither can I. I'm far too drunk to understand anything what's going on.
I'm gonna say two of them laugh, and the other two just kind of stare at you.
He says, "Fog in the valley, happiness for today."
Right, yeah. A crowded elevator smells much different to midget.
Words are the fog one has to see through.
Words of wisdom.
Uzuki, you can see the female frog is just staring daggers at you.
Why is she staring daggers at me?
You don't know. You don't speak Sylvan. But she angrily looks at Pai Mei and goes, "This one's rude. I was speaking to him, and he has not replied once this entire time."
You did not I did not hear you say anything, Lucas.
She doesn't have telepathy, dingus.
I've already told her I cannot understand what she's saying.
She is thinking and assuming you can hear it because you said you had telepathy.
Yeah, it's message,
She's
so
been
she
having an
responds
entire
to my message,
conversation.
I can understand her. Because she's
Go,
doing
But
it
she's
telepathy.
just thinking thoughts at you.
Lucas, the
Yes.
way the ability works is
No, we know.
they
We
can
know.
reply to my message.
Turd Ferguson, we know how the ability works. She doesn't. That's why she's
it's
doing
fun.
this.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. Oh, him?
Just confused.
Oh, he won't talk to anybody until you give him a big old wet kiss on the lips first.
Oh. She looks at the other frog and he goes, "I don't mind." And so she begins to
I do
try to
not have
climb
lips.
up over the boat and just approach you, Uzuki.
What is going on? No, I think to her, what are
And
you doing?
she replies, "Oh, I know your game now."
Wait,
And she's
wait.
going to assist you
Wait.
with a 9
just
athletics.
With a 9 athletics?
Yeah, I did not roll very high.
Okay.
Fucking uses her powerful frog legs to jump at your face.
What do I need to roll against that?
Tossing out that
Athletics or
swamp.
acrobatics to dodge, unless you're just gonna stand there.
Okay, I rolled a 10, so I just turn and let her kiss my cheek.
Oh, okay. So she looks at Pai Mei and goes, "So he'll talk now."
Oh, we'll see. And I give him a big old belly laugh.
What did she say? I look at Pai Mei and I'm like, what did she say?
I think her
lady
message is loud and clear. And I give another big belly laugh.
I send her a message. What did he tell you?
Belly laughs. Jesus.
It's a grandpa style. I always give a big old belly laugh. I got a big old belly.
She replies.
Well,
she
yeah,
replies
but
in her
whatever
thoughts.
you're saying is not so funny.
He said that you required a kiss to communicate, and I said that I asked if you were going to speak now.
I don't need a kiss to communicate. You just have to reply to my message. This is a telepathic.
I've been sending you.
I apologize. I did not get any response from any of that. You have to reply within a few seconds, otherwise it doesn't come back.
Oh, I've been trying to talk to you the whole way here.
Then I sincerely apologize. Nothing came through. But what Pai Mei said, no, that's wrong.
Off in the distance, around the edge of the lake, the fog kind of breaks up around the land masses. The fog itself is
the frog.
The fog, yes.
You said the frog.
The fog. The fog.
The fog.
The fogies.
William Defoe.
The William Defoes it's mainly almost magical in nature, as it clings to the water and sort of like blocks and shelters your view of the center, almost like a dome. Around the edge of the tributary, it's holding as well along the mouth of the river. But as you breach through the fog, you can see the different buildings and trees and outposts stretched out around you that you can see on the map. They bring you up against the dock, and one of the young bullywogs leaps out and holds out his hand for one of the for a tie rope.
I throw it.
Okay. He grabs it and expertly ties your boat to the dock.
Vic, that frog lady was a woman, just so you know, because That's just.
Oh, okay.
It's a meme format. It's a
I
classic
know.
meme.
I know.
Kiss the homies goodnight.
Kiss the
Kiss the homies
homies
goodnight.
goodnight.
Let's keep progressing.
Several, move the boat. Two of the bullywogs get out and stand on the dock with you. They look at you, Pai Mei, and go, "It's real simple. We can't really go with you. We have our own outings and errands to run today. But if you follow this path around, you'll find a set of stones. If you take those stones across the waterway, the stepping stones, you'll pass the balloon factory. Once there, you cross the bridge of the Chattering Heads, and then you will make it to the gazebo where Gullop the 19th holds his court."
I nod my head as if I understand.
Very good, sir. Very good. We wish you all well tidings here in the town of Downfall.
Hey, before they leave, ask them if they know Jingle Jangle.
I ask them if they know Jingle Jangle.
Jingle Jangle. The female looks and goes, "Isn't she the goblin that lives out on Talamy Hill? The cursed one?" One of the older males goes, "I do believe you're correct. Are you friends of Jingle Jangle?"
Someone's gonna have to remind me. Are we friends with Jingle Jangle?
Yes, we.
Yeah,
are.
that was the homie.
Yeah. I say we are.
Oh, well, I hope she's faring well. I know there's been a bit
Tell
of
her-
confrontation between her and some of the citizens of Downfall, but we have no ill will of her.
See,
Tell
this is
tell
what
him
I
she
told
got
you.
jumped by bullywogs.
See,
I'm gonna let
this
him
is
know
why
she
we
got
don't
bullied
just
pretty
kill
hard.
everything.
She got bullied by some wogs.
That is regrettable. Unfortunately, I cannot speak for all of our town. There are, well, thousands of us here. If you listen, he quietly, slowly he stops talking, and the silence permeates, and you begin to start hearing the ribbits and the cricks and the croaks, and you realize, like, that's just ambient noise from the thousands of bullywogs that live in this area.
This is echoing profusely.
Dang.
The water tends to carry it out. We call it the music of Murky Lake. It's quite interesting.
I just nod, like I give him the "you got lucky" nod.
You got lucky. You have no ill will towards our friend.
The young bullywog walks closer to Sentry and just kind of speaks in Sylvan at him. Pai Mei, you hear, "Is this man encased in metal?"
I say, in a sort, he is both encased and is metal.
That's technically true. I have armor grafted onto my body.
The young male bullywog's just kind of staring up into where your eyes should be, Sentry.
They're just like, not really lights exactly, but like Batman style, I guess.
I tell the bullywog, he loves it when people notice. He just loves it when people talk about what he's made out of. Why don't you go over there and touch his armor, feel him all around, see what he's made out of?
Of course, and he walks a few steps closer and begins to like wrap on your chest and like start like reaching out to move your arm, and he's kind of like, it's hard to tell with his facial expression, but the curvature of his mouth does curve into a smile as he does this, and he kind of gibbers in Sylvan at you.
See when he does that? That means he likes it.
I just kind of let him do it. I really don't have any ill will towards this guy now, so I'm just like, yeah, whatever.
4 moments pass, and he just kind of steps back and really just smiles at you and just does like a little clap.
And you said he's like frog, right? So he's like frog skin.
Oh yeah, he's a frog man.
Yeah, so he's just Frog from fucking like Chrono Trigger. So I just reach out and like grab his bald head a little bit and squeeze the like loose frog skin on top, and I'm like, and then I go, and then I nod again.
Except Pai Mei.
Jesus.
Did I offend him?
No, he likes you.
Oh, splendid! You are all quite amazing. But we've taken up far too much of your time as it is. Unless you have other questions of us.
You can come with us if you want. He's really taking a liking to you. When he does that to people's heads, you guys will be best friends for life.
I'm just walking away now.
The other one turned. The young one turned to the older male, and is just like, "Father, can we?" No, son. We need to get about our errands. Of course. Thank you.
Blow him a kiss now. That's the only way he knows.
I just wave.
The young one looks at Pai Mei confusingly, and I think he's gonna roll insight on that one.
That's fine. I'm definitely doing a grandpa moment.
Your jocular Nope. Okay. So
They believe you.
he looks at you and goes, "Strangers in their ways," and he takes a large ribbed hand and just gives Sentry a big air kiss.
I yell over to Sentry, "Don't forget to catch it out of the air so you can save it for later."
He does so. And then he puts it. He opens the coin purse and then puts his hand in there and then restraps the coin purse.
Restraps the coin purse.
Perfect.
Wow. Okay. They gather back into their boats and tie off and push back off into the fog.
What was all of this? I don't quite understand.
I don't know.
I hear you.
Your guess is as good as mine.
These frogmen, they have a strange culture, I tell you what.
Why does
Everybody just follow my
why were
lead, and I'll lead you
telling
through
that
it.
frog to try and kiss me to get me to talk?
Oh, that was a miscommunication. Miscommunication happens all the time. You have to be perfectly fluent and Sylvan to understand these folks. Just stick with me, guys, and I'll make sure nothing bad happens.
Insight check. I don't believe it.
Versus insight. Let's go.
Roll insight.
Do I roll against it? How does that work?
No.
Yeah, you roll
rolled
deception.
deception.
He rolls insight.
Or does he-
Gunty, I'm gonna
Damn
need
it,
this
I
in.
won. I got a 1, so it doesn't matter.
I was gonna say I need this in the chat, but
No, I rolled a 1, so I fucking believe him.
all right. I can
Stick
barely
with
hear
me,
you.
and I'll make sure everything's smooth sailing. Don't you worry. I wouldn't lead you astray.
Can anybody else hear Horakos?
hello?
Yeah,
I hear you,
buddy.
he's
Yeah, I
kind
can
of
hear him.
low. But I can
Hello?
hear him. Hello?
Adjust your mic, Horakos.
I can hear him just fine now.
Hello, hello.
Hello?
As the fog shifts, the building next to you becomes apparent. Looming above a ramshackle wooden pier is a balloon anchored by 4 thick ropes tied around wooden posts driven deep into the mire. The balloon's bladder expanding and sag at irregular intervals as the swamp gas fills it briefly before leaking out through various tears in the patchwork fabric. Another bullywog stands near the top of the ladders and is using a long silver needle and a spool of catgut to sew up the openings. A second bullywog standing at the foot of the ladder to steady it. Huddled nearby are 3 giant frogs whose long tongues snap up passing insects. The one at the
Very
bottom of the ladder
strange.
looks over and sees you and just kind of waves shyly.
I will wait. I wave back. It's now
You
my
see them
signature move.
Yeah. I'll hail them.
You see them exchange odd snippets of conversation, but at this distance it'd be hard to hear.
What's that? I can't hear you. As I yell up to him.
He's just at this distance, it's hard to hear you.
Yeah, literally, yeah, super annoying grandpa style. I got the old cartoon horn up to my ear.
What's that? You guys recognize the balloon because of the basket at the bottom of it. It resembles the same basket that was at the slanting tower.
Doesn't it look familiar to everyone?
That kind of does look familiar.
You don't suppose we will find...
That refers to the same basket that's at the slanting tower.
Yeah.
You don't suppose we will find... what's his name?
Ophelia, did you want to cast tongues, or were you still just allowing Pai Mei to communicate solely? As you've watched several little weird interactions happening.
Yeah. She's gonna cast tongues.
Is it just on yourself, or who else?
Wait, didn't she do more than one people? Hold on a second.
I don't know. I'm not actually
the
sure.
creature that has the ability to understand emotion. Okay. She's gonna go ahead and cast it on Uzuki.
Okay.
Uzuki, as Pai Mei is yelling out in Sylvan, Ophelia, how do you cast it?
Magically.
He's like, Uzuki, can hold on. Brain fart. Hold on.
You're fine.
Sorry.
Uzuki,
Uzuki.
and then she casts tongues that way while touching you.
Bunch of monkeys.
She just rips a huge burp.
I'm like, Uzuki, do you... So, I just completely forgot about this, but did I have, like, a spell or something that can help you understand what, whatever bullshit that, Pai Mei's spilling out?
Okay. Sure.
Alright, but, do you want... Are you sure? I mean...
I've had magic cast on me before. It's not a problem.
Okay.
Cool. Open your mouth.
No, really.
That's why I asked. I mean, you can technically cast magic any way you like.
That's exactly what I was going for.
She grabs the sides of his face and just
spits in his mouth.
no, just plants one on him.
It's kind of odd, Ophelia. Like, you've kissed a lot of creatures, probably.
Remember,
but
I am a dragonborn.
That's what I was about to say. But, like, the act of kissing a dragonborn is very similar to, like, almost like the snout of, like, a crocodile. It's
I can
not
see you got
so
some
much...
rabbit on you.
It's not so much like a normal flat or even receptacle face, but it's more like rounded and like snout-like.
Blow with his nostrils.
It doesn't take much, but you do feel the magic course through you, Uzuki. Okay. And as Pai Mei is shouting in Sylvan, it slowly converts to common.
Oh, okay. What am I hearing him shout?
Oh, sorry. A little louder. I can't hear you.
Yeah.
What's that you say? Could you come down here and talk to us?
I'm gonna fawn like the spell didn't work.
Okay. How do you do that?
I basically just ignore Pai Mei for the most part.
Well, Ophelia knows the spell's working.
Oh, I know.
Is it concentration?
It should.
Ophelia, is it concentration?
Wait, say that again?
Oh, is it concentration or is it just for an hour?
I think it's just for an hour. Hold on a second. Yep.
Okay,
passing time. Moreover, when the target speaks, any creature there's like can hear and understand what it says. Yeah, just an hour.
Wait, do they understand him, but he doesn't understand them?
The spell grants the creature you touch willing to understand any spoken language it hears.
Ah, okay.
Hold on.
Moreover,
The 5e,
when the target
there you go.
speaks, any creature that knows at least one language and can hear the target understands what it says.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Pai Mei, they seem, the one at the bottom of the ladder just kind of takes a step closer, but his hand is still on the ladder, and he just kind of holds up a paw, like a fin hand. He's just like, I can't walk closer. If he falls, I'll get fired.
I go, we can't hear you.
Pai Mei, what is going on, man?
We can't hear you either.
Okay, how far away is this frog person from us?
They're about. I mean, they're a distance that yelling is a little awkward. So I'd say about 200 feet away.
Okay.
It's not going to be on the map. The map is more of an abstract.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so I'm gonna if they're 200 feet. Sweet. If they're 200 feet away,
like
I'm just gonna head over to
2/3
them
a football
in like
field.
a light jog, and I pick Pai Mei up and take him with me.
I'm just giggling. I'm allowing it to happen. I don't struggle
Well,
at
yeah,
all.
you're drunk.
Just enjoying the ride, yeah.
You guys watch as Uzuki and Pai Mei make their way over to the conversation. Do we want to continue as it is approaching midnight, or do we want to call it here? What do you guys want to do?
Probably want to call it here.
I feel like, yeah, Glenn's going to want to RP in this part, too.
Yeah, he's definitely going to want to be here for this.
Because he can speak Sylvan.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty then. Then this is where we'll call it. I want to thank you all for playing, being a wonderful group, and hope you enjoy all the swag, because you're going to need it. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, it's going to be good.
Huzzah.
Have a good night,
Hey,
everybody.